And I won a bet, by the way.
Which one did you win?
I had Alexander something Navalny, the Russian dude, in the death pool.
Ah, that's true. We also have a death pool here where we each pick, I think, 3, maybe 5 people who there are some rules. We can't pick people older than 60 years old, I believe, because that's,
it's no fun when people pick like Feinstein 4 days before she died.
It might be younger than that. It might be 40 or 50. Like, it's young. So we wanted the death pool thing to definitely not be natural causes. We wanted you to pick like an occurrence. So that way wonderful, my man.
Wow, well done. Thank you.
Can I just say, I love my list. All right. I thought I knocked this out of the park. I picked a lot of unhealthy fat people and, frankly, African Americans, because they suffer from a lot of diseases that others don't. And also their health care is on average not that great.
Gunshot wounds.
That's how I won the death pool, by the way, with DMX.
Taylor, come on. Like what?
I took some high risk, high reward ones. At the time, Ben Affleck was looking sad in a lot of photos. I thought I thought that might pan out for me. It did not. Lil Wayne is a genuinely very good guess. He was in the news at the time we guessed this for like fucking up with lean again, which kills you. Alex Jones was in his reddest phase. Travis Pastrana. He is a risk taker, and he's getting older, and that's when like the Houdini kind of guys tend to go. Jonah Hill at the time, I don't like that Jonah Hill is thin in this photo. He was monstrously fat at the time that I picked him. And then Jorge Garcia might be dead, and it could have slipped under the radar. I have no idea.
He has those bags under his eyes. I always think he's on drugs. I forget why I chose Kanye. Alex Honnold, do I need to say anything more? He's that guy that's free climber on
El Capitan.
Thank you. That's what I'm going for. And he's just freaking hanging from rocks on the edge of death all the time. Chris Brown was going through some sort of like pedo rape trials, and I was like, he might just. But Alexei Navalny. You'll have to. What else do I say?
That's a good pick. Like as we should. I wonder.
I colluded with Putin to win the death pool.
I knew it. You're really falling behind here, Taylor. None of your chosen celebrities have died yet.
Well, I think the rules are when the first person dies, we have to repick.
If that were true, we would have repicked by now because I picked
because we're very stringent with this stuff.
You just said. You're like, the rules are this. Well, that already happened and we didn't do it. Well, those aren't the rules at all.
No, I was saying because we don't follow we set up death pools.
He's trying to get out paying me $5.
I think so too.
That's 100% what's happening.
Do we owe Woody money now?
You both owe me $5.
Oh, okay.
And you might owe me 10 now, Kyle.
Rats.
I would owe you 15 now, I believe.
Oh, really?
Lil Wayne, come on.
I'm keeping track. I want the PayPal. I don't want to send you $5 and you to get $4.85 like you've been doing people. Woody pays bets $5 at a time, and you'll get $4.85 fucking cents. And it's like, God damn it, you couldn't eat the 15 cents. just let a few pile up before you send me the money.
It doesn't tell me what your fee is. I don't know what I gave you $5.
I'm just speaking up for the poor patrons who don't have business PayPal accounts for some reason.
Love it.
So, did it on January 1st, Tucker, and I picked DMX in mine.
DMX is gonna give it to you.
I was here when you guys chose your death pool. I was at that episode.
Okay.
So I was thinking about and DMX is it's
a brain dead.
Yeah, technically. What if you get a Terry Schiavo case?
That's what I said, and they were like, yeah, when they bury him, then we pay you. And I'm
right.
like,
or autopsy or something,
yeah,
right? They need to be prepared to bury or autopsy.
He's gonna be actually dead.
Yeah, literally can't be on life support. Yeah.
He doesn't even the second they unplug him, and then you wait 30 seconds and it goes beep, then you get your money.
If he can fog a mirror, you don't get any money.
Yeah.
Wait, with ventilator or without ventilator, though? I mean, semantics here.
I hear you.
We're holding on to. He won the last one, so we're going to come up with anything to hold on to.
And he's still alive in my heart.
Really great choice.
Like Navalny or Navalny, whatever his name is, and I think that Kyle's got a better chance than you, Woody.
I do.
Because Putin may just keep this guy
in the gulag,
and be like, he's still sick. No, I could show you a photo of him from yesterday holding the paper. He's alive. He's alive, but you'll never see him again. Sorry.
Yeah. He could be dead, and I could still lose this death pool.
That's
You
true.
will not.
Conceivably.
Yeah, I was gonna say you will probably not find out that he is dead anytime soon if he is actually dead. I would be more surprised if they. I'm kind of surprised they didn't just keep him alive and not sick. You know what I mean? Just like here, he's in the prison cell. We treat him really good. You know.
That's what they say they're
Rapscallion,
doing.
like-
Yeah, I don't know. Everyone was sure they were going to kill him, but I always felt like when he got captured that he was more likely to live. That the killing happens out in the wild, you know? He could have got that poison from anywhere.
Yeah, or maybe just like
Hit and
just keep
run.
pumping him for information, like any other connections that he
Brakes
had.
stopped working.
Wait, did we talk about? Was that the episode that we talked about how fucked up it was that if you got poisoned with polonium, like how absurd it is? Where you can, okay, all right. I was trying
was
to.
the
put-
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
being like shot with a kryptonite bullet. Like
yeah,
if Superman,
like, infect
you're like, who
everyone
could have
around
done it?
you.
Well, it's either Lex Luthor or it's Lex Luthor. He's the only one who has kryptonite bullets. We know it was Lex Luthor. I have some breaking news.
What?
Breaking. Is marijuana legal everywhere?
Then I don't
DMX
care.
is dead.
Wait,
Nuh-uh.
really?
No.
No
God
way.
Damn it.
The boys just
Wait,
hit me
I
up
don't
on
see anything
WhatsApp.
on Twitter. Is this
Nuh-uh.
that breaking that you're giving me breaking? I have TweetDeck open. I thought I would see.
Yeah, I opened
So you
up-
want to go to Lunel's Twitter? She's his friend.
Yeah, he's-
LUENELL. And she said, "It is over." Frowny face. My friend is gone. Crying face. Soar with the birds. Bird emoji. Join the best that ever did it. Rip. ... DMX.
Where do we know what? Not that I mean this is morbid, but do we know what he overdosed on, or like was it an accidental I mean, all overdoses are most overdoses are accidental, but like was it like Fenty laced, or was it like I did too much?
Haven't
I guess
heard.
maybe this is me splitting hairs, but I want to know if he did it on purpose or if it was accidental. Maybe that's
I mean, I'd always like to know. Just like this Tiger Woods thing that just happened, it was kind of interesting to
that
find out.
shit
that he
is why I didn't
he's
even know about
fucking
it.
flying.
Well, I didn't even know about it until last night, where it was trending, where like the results came in. And I was like, I didn't even know Tiger Woods had run into anything, and then he's doing 80 and a 45, and I'm like, oh, like Tiger was
flying. Yeah,
The man
Tiger
was in a
kinda
hurry.
going through it. Yeah, to go to a Discovery shoot, like a Discovery TV, I think is where he was going to.
Well,
Huh. Well, maybe he was late. Was he on anything? Was he on?
Well, that's what they've admitted. There's no details on if he was on anything or if anything was in influence. It was just that he was going over that amount. And then I think whatever the local group was said, like, we admit some other things due to the privacy of the situation, which would imply to me, bro, you're not going twice the speed limit, not on something. Like you're just not.
Nah,
I'm
I've
never
done that lots of times.
me
Did he fall
too.
asleep?
80 and a 40? 80 and a 40?
When I was
80
in
and a
high
40
school,
is fucked up. 80 and a
Double
40
the
is
speed limit was my, like, I don't know. Like, if I wasn't doing that, I was a pussy. So
That's too
70
fast.
and a
That's-
35, 110 and a 55. Like, those were.
I don't believe you. You're speaking in a weird
not only
way.
is it
There's
true,
no way.
but it was on a motorcycle.
All right, maybe I feel more safe about that. There's nobody that's like
Yeah, that's safer.
It's
I
not
don't
safer.
know.
Like the double yellow line, I would just thought that was the motorcycle lane. I would just zip on that
Zoop.
all the time.
So,
Lucky you're
if
not dead.
DMX is indeed dead, do we do a new death pool next week?
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
new
you've
names,
won.
or do I just add a name to my list?
I mean, I
Ooh.
had some good ones.
Yeah. I
Actually,
actually feel pretty good.
I'll
about
just
mine.
add a name to my list. How about that? That
You know,
seems
I
easy.
think we should have the opportunity to recast, and
Opportunity. Yeah,
you
yeah.
get first
So-
choice
so-
on your own picks.
There you go.
250?
Good call. Good call. You get to keep. So we get first pick to our own picks. Like nobody pick anybody else's people, and you can shuffle if you want or keep if you want. So you could do a whole new bunch if you wanted, or you could just keep your full list if you wanted. Whatever. Fair
I
enough.
like it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot.
Because you don't want to lose Alexei gonna die in prison.
Yeah, and I
Cough.
secretly love Alex Honnold as a pick. Any
Me
day
too.
now. I like him.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
give up the fact from Lost. He's a ticking time
He's a
bomb.
winner. He's a winner. I say it all the time, every week. Fat people die quickly, right? They just they turn off. Skinny people wither away. Fat people snap, man. They just cardiac.
That's true. That is,
You get to,
that
like,
is true.
It's like maybe like early 80s is where it's like, man, none of these people are fat anymore. And if they are, it's like an outlier.
Mm-hmm.
Like they
Dude, there are. I'm convinced me I'm wrong. 1965, there were very few fat people. I'm looking around, watching all these documentaries. Right? There's fat people, but there ain't like.
Oh
Seems
no!
like so many of the guys
boys.
so many of the guys were in Nam. You know, like I don't know. For me, it just seems like everybody's mobilized, everybody's getting in shape, everybody's working hard. There's so many jobs to go around because so many of the working men are overseas. Like, seems like a good time for physical
Was Nam
fitness.
in 1965? Am I an idiot?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was-
It's when it started,
Okay.
give or take.
It ended in
Yeah, I may be
73.
off by a year, but roughly,
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
You think that they were more fit because of Vietnam?
Yeah, I think so. I think you had like a huge amount of the American men that are in fighting age, like either in training or about to go into
People
training.
maybe who
Or
wouldn't have trained otherwise got drafted.
Maybe.
that might play
How much? Maybe this is super out of pocket, but like, how many? What was the percentage of people that were of draft age? How many of them were actually drafted and then put into actual military training?
Very small percentage.
Right? Was it 50% or was it closer to 10 or was it more than 80? Like, I don't know how many of those military ready people actually went through the motions and went through that, because if it was a small amount,
Yeah, I mean,
But
my
if it-
guess, like, fitness thing would be like overall diet change since then. Also, like, social stigma. Like, if you were a big fat fuck back then, like, people were gonna call you a big fat. It would be like being in China or most countries today, other than like Western countries.
So
But like now, it's like there's no, I guess, social pressure,
like
or there's
almost
less
3
pressure.
million served.
yeah, so
What- yeah,
about
but I'm curious
10% of that generation served. Now you asked how many
Really?
were drafted, so that doesn't answer that.
well, maybe
A lot of
my
them were
question was how
volunteers.
many people were involved in it, because if it was only like 10%, that still is way less than I was growing up being
Yeah.
implied, right? Like, I was implied that everyone from that generation in some way had a hand in it, right?
Not my
Like,
dad. We were just talking about that the other night. I went to go visit
Really?
him, and we were watching Forrest Gump, and you know it's awful. It's the Vietnam part, and it's pretty rough. You know when Lieutenant Dan
Yeah.
gets his legs blown off and everything, and I
so
was
rough
like,
he has to carry him.
I was like, you were in that draft lottery. He's like, yeah. We checked the newspaper like whenever it was. Like I don't know if it was weekly or whatever, but you check the newspaper to see if you were drafted. It's like, fuck. Lucky you weren't, I guess. I think
Yeah.
I'm probably lucky that you weren't. I wouldn't be here either.
Yeah.
I
it's
thought
wild.
snow day was high stakes. Waking up, watching, hoping your school scrolls by on the TV.
That,
Oh, I
that really
hated that.
was. Kids these days get text notifications, but there was nothing better than waking up at 5:45 a.m. and then like running down to your fucking rabbit ears TV and you're like, scroll. I got to check this one specific channel because they may have updated prior to the other local channel. And you're switching between the two, like, waiting for F.
Damn it, I just got past my letter. I have to wait for the whole thing.
I never really thought about it, but South Valley Elementary is alphabetically disadvantaged. We're way at the back of this list.
Love it.
How did you confirm DMX was dead?
Zach,
Kyle
I
has
just
an inside man.
I just clicked on I just searched DMX and then hit the Twitter button and I saw 14,000 tweets loaded within the last 10 minutes and I was like, DMX is dead. Like
Yeah.
this, like, and even here's my safety net. Even if he wasn't dead, you don't come back from being brain dead to being normal.
God works in mysterious ways. All right.
Not this time.
yeah.
Not this time, DMX.
time.
Through prayer, anything
no,
is possible.
Saint,
So why don't you jot that down, Tucker?
It's just Saint just tweeted.
Somebody should have prayed a little harder for DMX, I guess. Or maybe they just prayed extra hard for me.
You're the reason. Your prayers outweighed the final result.
Yeah, there were a lot of people praying for DMX, but not quite so many praying for me that I would win the death pool. And so God was like,
I think we should honorarily play the DMX Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer edit that is on Spotify.
What is
Why
that?
do I feel like that's a copyright claim?
It is.
Yeah.
I don't.
I bet there's
I'm
already-
on the
if you didn't
DMX
know.
news, and all they say is things look bad. Like no one has confirmed his death.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
talking
real
about
bad. He
Reddit?
hasn't breathed in 45 minutes.
Look,
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
mean-
giving up this. Is it $5 or $10?
It's $500.
$10,000.
I think it was $10,000.
If you want to know how influential DMX is, his Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer edit has 10 million streams since 2020.
Oh,
Nice.
That's pretty wild.
I don't know if
I mean, there's
heard it.
already comments on all his videos. RIP.
Hell yeah, get in there early, boys.
Get all those points. All
Yep.
those YouTube comment points. He was the best. RIP.
Not really.
Gone
he had
too
like the
soon.
one song, right?
I was just saying what comments I'm seeing.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm just disputing what that person said. I know the one song, and he also barked a lot.
His
Yeah.
Wikipedia says he's still alive.
Well,
Oh my God, I
Wikipedia,
hate
my
y'all.
goodness.
Well, let me fix
I
that
hate
real
y'all.
quick.
He's definitely dead. He's definitely dead. This isn't a ruse.
There's nothing that says he's dead aside from Twitter.
It says RIP on Twitter.
Everyone's watching this on Saturday.
Wait,
I'll
Woody,
just start
Woody, I'll
tacking
bet
on
you
Vic.
$20 right now he's dead. Woody, $20.
No, thank you. This is
All
one
right,
of the.
so then why are you not
Don't want to throw bad
accepting
money after
the
good.
new media of Twitter as the TMZ breaking news?
I mean, I'll admit you're 99% right. That's just not enough to get me to part with $10.
This many people
Jesus
on the
Christ.
internet can't be wrong.
Man,
Now it says RIP DMX and rest in peace DMX. So many people tweeting that it's got two hashtags. So
Yeah, Woody,
think
he's
you know.
dead.
he's definitely
we
dead.
got him again.
I mean, you're on a 2-win streak, right? I think so. I think you're on a good one.
Oh yeah.
Here's a person that apologized for tweeting that DMX had died 2 days
Yeah, 2 days ago.
Everybody
That's
gave me
gonna-
shit too when I said DMX was dead 2 days ago. Well, who's laughing now?
That's so fucked up.
have a whole account that just preempts 6 celebrity deaths, and you get indignant when. Well, I was right.
Arnold Schwartz, rest in peace, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Everybody's like, what is wrong with you? 8 years from now, you're like, I told you. I told you.
Rest in peace, Betty White. Oh, I missed it. Oh, it actually happened. That could happen any minute.
Any second, I hope. She's lost
Yeah.
the fucking plot.
That's why she's not allowed as a pick, obviously.
Yep, unfortunately.
Is she the oldest celebrity that's still alive?
Clint Eastwood is up there. I don't know which is
Yeah.
the Queen
Is
of
Clint
England, if you count her. She's like a fucking
No,
103
no,
or something
no.
stupid.
You don't count her, Tucker?
She's not as
Betty
She's
White
not a celebrity, I suppose.
Betty White is infinitely more like in pop culture than the Queen of England, right?
Queen of
I think
England's
that's
on
an
money.
American-centric viewpoint.
over here.
Let's do
So-
a Google battle.
Yeah,
How do you do
I
a
mean,
Google
what
battle?
else matters? What are you telling me that the Brits matter?
No, what was that? Weren't you talking about it? Like you choose what's more popular?
Yeah, higher or lower.
Higher-
I would be willing to bet that. Yeah,
That Queen I would bet that Queen Elizabeth outweighs Betty White.
right.
In the
but,
Googling,
yeah, but
Yeah.
but I mean, I thought we were talking about.
in age.
You're right. Yeah, in Google. Oh, is age the thing? I think Betty White loses.
I don't know. We're all
Betty
mixed
White
up
is
now.
Betty White is not 100 plus.
No, Betty
She's like
White's
90
99.
plus.
Betty White's
Yeah.
99. The Queen is 94. So she's winning the age battle.
Wait, really? The Queen is only 94? I thought she was like 103.
You know what's crazy is the Queen is an old looking 94.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Betty White is a young 100.
A young, a cool, a still fuckable 100.
Oh, let's not go too far. I
don't know. I mean,
I
where
could
do you
fuck
put
her to
where do you
death.
put the upper end on your Tinder? I go to 102. You know, just to be sure.
slide that bitch to 40.
Yeah, I slide my
right.
Tinder scale 50 to 75.
Queen Elizabeth is beating Betty White by quite a bit on Google search popularity.
Well, yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, but do that same
One
test
runs a
and-
country and the other one is like,
check the
golden
results
girl.
of Google from 1951. And then you'll see the true trend of her heyday. Can you imagine like being so old and in the same industry that it's like you have credits from the 30s?
that's fucked up. All right. Imagine, we're old, right? Like we are old. However, we're only at the oldest 10 years, a decade. Well, I mean, 13 years if you really wanted to stretch it, right? 13 years, but we don't have the same like Betty White was relevant the whole time.
For 80
Like
years.
like 80 years. It's just Betty fucking White. Like I'm here still. Like she's really solidified herself as like one of those iconic.
I love that meme where like someone tweeted like young man goes on shooting spree at local high school and someone just replies with a picture of Betty White.
What?
Why?
Bet he white.
Oh,
Jesus.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
that one's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
well, I
one's
can't use
good.
it. I can't. I mean, I
That
bet that one's
one-
pretty popular now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably all
I
over
mean,
the
if
place.
Kyle is saying anything about it, it's gotta be popular.
Kyle's all up on the reaction gifs to mass shootings. Believe me. Believe
yeah.
me.
Believe me.
You gotta
Here's
have those
my-
locked and loaded.
He was my reaction gif advisor. And then he just kept sending more gifs of sassy black women. I said, there's no variety. I need more. I need more than that. Maybe Chuck
So-
Norris clapping or something.